Some of the most dangerous serial killers are so good at covering their tracks that it may take years, if not decades, for them to be properly identified and linked to their murders. The fact that they can keep up this pretense makes them so terrifying. They can pose as successful professionals and even participate in charitable activities to give off the impression that they are upstanding citizens who wouldn't harm a fly. We've gathered today to look closely at a South Carolina real estate agent accused of kidnapping and killing multiple individuals over a decade. The offender, about whom detectives have uncovered evidence that he may have purchased and reviewed items from Amazon that he used in his crimes. Since he allegedly confessed to killing 4 people a decade ago and may be linked to at least 3 more killings and kidnappings, the reviews have become a crucial element of the investigation into him. Introduce yourself to Todd Colehip, a real estate salesperson with a history of hostility dating back to his childhood, was convicted guilty of murdering 7 people in South Carolina between 2003 and 2016. His mother, Regina Tague, told WSBA that after her divorce from Colehip's father, she moved the family from Florida to Georgia and South Carolina, where Colehip grew up. When Colehip was a teenager, he moved in with his biological father after living with his stepfather for a period. It doesn't matter who he lived with. In 1986, at 15, he grabbed a 14-year-old girl at gunpoint, forced her to come to his apartment, and sexually raped her while she was tied up. On November 3, 2016, authorities in Woodruff, South Carolina, captured Todd Colehip after discovering the body of Charles Carver, the boyfriend of missing woman Carla Brown, on his property. In addition, he acknowledged killing 4 people 13 years ago at a motorcycle store in Chesney, South Carolina. Detectives from the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office also found that in May 2014, about the same time the convicted serial killer purchased his wooded property, an Amazon user using the handle Me began submitting reviews for products he had purchased online. The user's wish list was connected to Todd's, which was an interesting find. A reviewer for a pocket knife wrote on September 13, 2014, "Haven't stabbed anyone yet, but I am keeping the fantasy alive, and when I do, it will be with a superb tool like this. Keep in the car for when you have to hide the dead, and you left the full-size shovel at home. Does not come with a midget, which would have been good," reads one review of a shovel that reveals the buyer's nasty sense of humor. In a review of chainsaws, they said, "Getting the neighbor to stand still while you pursue him with it is challenging enough. Everything here appeared strange, made a horrible noise, and made no sense." The anonymous reviewer also identified Todd Colehip as someone they'd like to buy a couple additional products from, all of which appear to be perfectly safe for purchase. There's no way that's a coincidence. One assessment revealed how kidnapping victim Carla Brown was locked inside a metal storage container. The padlock won't stop them, but it will slow them down until they're too old to care, as one Amazon reviewer said. Strong locks. Have 5 on a cargo container. After checking the locks again, they joked that it seemed like they were living in Hotel California, after the famous last line of an Eagles song, "You can check out any time you want, but you can never leave." For his part, Charles Carver, another possible victim of the Colehip murders, allegedly wrote a suspicious Facebook post in which he recited the entirety of the song's final lyric more than a month after he and Brown went missing. After the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office discovered the Amazon ratings, the retailer immediately removed some of the products purportedly reviewed by Colehip, including the knife and the shovel. Others, including the initial padlock tested, could be purchased directly from Amazon. The fascination of the modern mind with serial killers will always be a mystery. Perhaps the peculiarity of their nature gives them both human and alien qualities. Perhaps serial killers are seen as metaphorical train wrecks clad in human flesh and bone. Either way, it's hard to turn away. This short narrative concludes with that tense tone. Leave your comments about the weird emotions and sensations you encountered. Join our mailing list to receive updates, and we'll see you at the next event.